Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way in Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all of my brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening to the Pan African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Andrew Robinson. Every state. Voice to your aunt, wicked and tough. But from the plug when you need to believe me. Explain it. Explain it. Ulisema una mali basi hali gani niko hali flani na maboy flani flani wapi mali. Explain it. Explain it. Explain it. Explain it. Handle your candle. I'm in your bundles. Yes, you pay full price. My baby we fumble. Stay to transact on a swara on a scandal. Club it can never treat me like a random. Explain it. You better check where you aim it. Canny loud badge, you know, just name it. Couple may use a son, what the fuck we name it. I have to sustain it. Money in a container cannot contain it. Jenna Ortega on a Wednesday, I attain it. If you don't like double S, must be crazy, just say it. Explain it. Unless you can't really explain it. And since you can't explain it, let me explain it. I'm the baddest in this motherfucker. All you bitches taka. Explain it. Explain it. Bitch, explain it. For real, man. Fuck nigga, explain it. Kusumita kwenye wrist. Wacha bullet na walenisha na pili. Mali safi na wafanya ma-addict. Na sijali kama lishaza. Bore kona grip. Na explain kila risk. Ungekuwa teke nzuri watu kama kuwa bitch. Mwimanga daigo gote unajua una stoko. Na nina mitatatu chini ya matresi ya moko. Kustomo. Nashindwa mnatukwanga pesa ngapi ndo mtungechapa za promo. Can you explain that? Mimi entertainer. Kwa kila show lazima nitumie playback. I get the pain, my guy. Unaniko sishiki unaona niko online. Siji explain online. Hii ni wrong trend na skizi situko worldwide. Explain it. Explain it. Explain it. Explain it. Fuck nigga, explain it.
Bars coming in with explaining, playing right here on the media of the 21st century. That is, of course, Silverstone Bars. Karibuni sana. Hope you guys are doing amazing. And of course, hope you guys are looking forward to having a wonderful Tuesday ahead. 19 minutes past the top of the hour is the time right here in the 254. My name is Joby. To all the first-time listeners on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, everyone with us on the radio station, Karibuni sana once again. Today we shall be having an amazing conversation. I feel like an American literally, because of this inauguration of Trump, because personally, I can't wait to see the drama ahead. I'm just excited about the drama ahead. Just like, Steve Peter says, it's all literally a puppet show. And personally, I'm just looking forward to the drama ahead. Trump being a president, I just can't wait to see all the dramas unfolding. Of course, with other countries being involved, how they're going to work with the US, which is actually our topic for today, where we see, of course, now that Donald Trump has been pronounced as president, or rather he has taken, of course, the presidential seat. Well, where is Africa, or rather, what's at stake when it comes for Africa and its people? Of course, we know some of the things we were discussing yesterday. We saw him actually, of course, extending his inauguration. That is the guest list. Among the guest list was supposed to be attending. We had Ibrahim Traoré, but who, of course, refused this invite because, of course, he's a man who's understanding what Africa, or what Africa actually has when it comes to America, what Africa has on stake when it comes to America. It is us who are actually enriching the rest of the world, not the other way around. But I saw Trump saying something yesterday. He said that actually America is about to benefit from foreign countries. And I'm just looking like, which foreign countries are these? Because if I try to look at majority of the things, and if you talk about resources, it's coming from Africa. China has been built off the back of still the resources of that are coming from Africa, literally majority. So we shall be talking about this and the tax of Americans. We shall be talking about this as our major conversation. Along that, we shall be discussing about 7 people. When you talk about the resources, 7 people have been confirmed dead, and this is after a clash between soldiers and illegal miners in Angola Gold in Angola, Angol Gold, that is a Ashanti site. We shall be talking about that and much more. What is coming also from DRC Congo, where in Goma, drinking water, of course, is on a high. It's actually drinking water is on a shortage, and this is actually expanding where people do not even have access of drinking water. We've seen that was yesterday. Felix Kedi had a meeting that was held. That was last year. Of course, Joe Biden being part of it. That was in Angola, and part of the discussions that were being held is. Which I discussed yesterday and which didn't make any sense. How we need to actually focus on infrastructures that actually are supposed to bring peace in DRC Congo. It's not making any sense. I'll be going back to that article as we extend. Also, of course, the number of death toll in Nigeria has increased after the tanker explosion that I reported yesterday, and much more coming from also Tanzania, because we know why they're focusing on Tanzania. When it comes to the Marburg virus, we know Tanzania is one of the countries that was not touched, not even one bit, during the COVID-19. So we see and understand why they're trying to push their agenda on this. But as we talk about Africa still, I'll be coming back after this short musical break with, of course, a video explaining when we talk about our health, how Africans we are the major target, and how we are so much exposed to poisonous chemicals, foods, and so many things. These are video of, I think, a Chinese, Japanese lady, not sure, but she's Asian, trying to explain actually how black girls are being poisoned by beauty products. It's not the first time, of course, I'm talking about this. I've shared this a couple of times. The last time we discussed this, we saw that actually there's some skincare products that come from the baby fetus. Is it the baby the baby is it yeah, it was the fetus, right? Yeah, the baby fetus. Some of the beauty skincare products also come from really very intoxicated chemicals that we're not supposed to be putting on our body or applying in our skins. We should be loving ourselves the way we look, embracing the melanin color that we have. Personally, I always wish I could be darker than I look, actually, because I really love that melanin darkness. I love to see it. But karibuni sana. That's our top discussion for the day. And I hope you guys get to enjoy, of course, the show. Back to the music. I'll be playing one more jam. Coming back, of course, with a quote, or rather that information instead, as we get to continue with what is happening in today's conversation and in Africa today. This is Elaine with Bye Bye, and I hope you guys get to enjoy. Yes, and of course, catch me tonight on the Culture Show as we extend much more of that reggae vibe. If you love yourself some island music, you know where to find me tonight. That is on our network and, of course, on our application on TikTok, where we shall be extending much more of these amazing jams on the Culture Show with me, your baddest DJ. You can't afford JOBY. 28 minutes past the top of the hour. Karibuni sana once again. Hope you guys are doing great. Everyone live with us on Rumble Beach Street. Everyone on the radio station. Karibuni sana. And of course, as I share my quote of the day, I want to let you, or rather remind you guys to download our app, which is very easy to find on the Google Play Store. And of course, in a few, I'll be letting you know the benefits that the app come with. But my quote of the day today is remaining classy and removing yourself from situations that might take you out of character is a superpower. Remaining classy and removing yourself from situations that might take you out of character is a superpower. And I really love that. Personally, I'd say one thing I learned last year is surround yourself with people who are not going to make you go out of character, because personally, I hate that. I really hate when people have to bring a certain character out of me. Because why are you making me behave this way? Why you wanna make me look like a bad person when all along I know I'm a good person? It's you triggering some part of me, and you need to stop that. So to not allow that to happen to you again, or to allow yourself to remove yourself from such situations, don't even be in such situations. Don't be surrounded, or don't surround yourself with such kind of people who trigger you or make you get out of character. But of course, I hope with that you stay blessed, and of course have a successful, productive day as we get started with our show for today. Like I said, we shall be talking about Donald Trump, who has taken over, of course, the presidential seat. And the question is, when it comes to our continent, what is at stake when it comes to Africa and its people? Are we going to see the same old sanctions, if we don't do anything? Or are things going to be a little bit lenient, not like the Joe Biden administration? But we'll see much more Listen to this as we talk about our health. This is a lady here explaining some of the beauty products and how they are really poisonous to your skin. And now they have been doing this to target especially only the black women or the black young ladies. But before that, once again, ensure you have our application. When you talk about actually hair, nail, skin essentials, we have amazing supplements. We're talking about nails, hair, skin essential. This is not poisonous. This is not chemicalized. This is all organic. We're talking about vitamins, proteins, amino acids, beauty, hair, nail, skin essentials, everything all coming at a very affordable price. You can find all that at the BHFN Sports page. And of course, that is under the Blackout Fire Network application. If you are an Android user, that is how you can find us on the Google Play Store. If you're using an iPhone, we have a website active link, www.blackoutfirenetwork.com. And these are some of the supplements that actually can be very beneficial for you. We're talking about multivitamin.
Fuel your body with complete multivitamin, the perfect balance of essential nutrients for daily health and wellness. Carefully formulated from natural ingredients, our multivitamin packs vitamins A, C, D, E, plus key minerals like zinc and magnesium to support your immune system and boost energy. Just one tablet a day is all you need. Take it with water and feel the difference as prescribed by your healthcare provider. Stay active, stay strong, stay ready with Complete Multivitamin, your daily dose of vitality. Complete Multivitamin, simple, powerful nutrition. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition store.
Yep, get yourself that amazing supplement. And of course, remember we have the apparel store. Keith showed you guys, he just got his merchandise delivered in his house, and even the beanie that he had forgotten to order. So ensure you guys, you go to the apparel store. And one thing I love about our apparel store is that you're given the chance to purchase whatever merchandise you want, and you can pay slowly. We say lipa pole pole in Swahili for those who have been taking in Swahili classes. Lipa pole pole is paying slowly, where you're given the opportunity to, add to the cart whatever merchandise you'd love. If maybe you're looking towards to having or owning yourself a Blackout Fire Network t-shirt, we have plenty of colors, plenty of sizes. Of course, ensure you check and choose the right size and the right color. We also have amazing hoodies, all at different colors as well. We have amazing vests, sandals, glasses, short glasses, handbags, all literally Blackout Fire Network merchandise. And in case you'd love something literally maybe printed with your name or maybe your nickname, we are also, of course, looking forward to that. So ensure you purchase the Blackout Fire Network merchandise, all on the apparel store, and at a very affordable price. You can buy at once or maybe choose the slipper pole pole method. But as you get into it, let me share this video as we continue.
These products that are marketed specifically to Black girls contain some of the worst ingredients I have ever seen, and I think it should be outlawed. Like you said, the fragrances, the endocrine disruptors, these harsh detergents, some formaldehyde releasers. Formaldehyde is a human carcinogen. What place does it have in a beauty and personal care product? It doesn't. It needs to be removed. There needs to be better regulations and better protection for vulnerable populations.
I was doing some research and I looked at Harvard Health, and it said 50% of products advertised to Black women contain endocrine disruptors, which are those disruptors that are going to impact their hormones, increase their chance of things like cancer, infertility, etc., compared to roughly 7% that are advertised to white women. And these endocrine disruptors can impact fertility and increase their chance of getting cancer.
Some of these products that are marketed specifically to Black girls contain some of the worst ingredients I have ever seen, and I think it should be outlawed. Like you said, the fragrances, the endocrine disruptors, these harsh detergents, some formaldehyde releasers. Formaldehyde is a human carcinogen. What place does it have in a beauty and personal care product? It doesn't. It needs to be removed. There needs to be better regulations and better protection for vulnerable populations.
I was doing some research and I looked at Harvard Health, and it said 50.
Yeah, so just share the second time because I've not shared my screen on Rumble because I'm on a different stream. But Yeah, for those who are also on Rumble, I hope you guys can see what is happening. I'm trying to see if I'm live on Rumble as well. Okay, yeah, I am live on Rumble as well. But yeah, this is not the first time, of course, we've seen these kind of cases. It's not the first time, actually, we've seen that they have been trying as much as they can to ensure that Black women are becoming infertile, because we have the highest birth rate. I mean, I can give birth to 10 children if I wanted to. I can give birth to 20 children if I'm not introduced to none of these, synthetic drugs, if I'm not introduced to none of these pregnancy prevention type of, methods that we know are not really safe. Personally, I've discussed some of them that I've used, and I saw the side effects of it. And I wish Africans we could go back to our traditional ways of living, because personally I've said I've been introduced to a traditional method of preventing pregnancy at a very young age when I was actually a teenager, and my stepmom introduced me to this pregnancy prevention traditional medicine, and she told me you can take this and you can rely on this, but once you mess, if you just happen to mess, there's no coming back, because this not only does it prevent you from getting pregnant, but also increases your high chances of getting pregnant. It makes you, it's like a herbal medicine that makes you super fertile, but at the same time helping you, to prevent pregnancy. So of course we have natural ways of preventing pregnancies, but it's not really that well known or very much discussed when it comes to Africa or in Africa. Actually, I don't even think most of the people know we have traditional methods of preventing pregnancy. I doubt if majority of the people know. I doubt that. But when it comes to the cases of white people, and of course trying to do this when it comes to Black women, this is not the first incident. We've seen them of course sterilizing young girls in different schools in African countries. They always come with an agenda of helping, but we don't understand their help is actually one of the ways of killing us. And sadly, because our older generations, of course, because they grew up with a system that has not enabled them to question anything, it is okay to live with this kind of lifestyles. Have white people coming into schools, churches, telling you they're coming to help you without understanding what help is this. Why do you even need help in the beginning? Did you ask for help? Did you ask for help as an African? Because it's funny. If you actually look at the African continent, leave alone the countries that are actually undergoing war and all that, people are living peacefully. We have these VACCINEs, all types of medical cures being introduced to us in the name of this region needs this help. Do Africans go asking for this help, or is just you trying to get rid of Africans? Because it is so. Let me see if I can find that article again, or it was a video. If you guys can remember, I discussed this. I think this was last year or early last year, if I can remember clearly, that they found out some of the skincare products, contain baby fetus. If you guys can remember, I discussed this. That was last year, and I was shocked. I was really, really shocked. And of course, right now they're in denial. Let me see if I can find the article. But I remember, I remember me reporting this. So actually, there's an article that was released in 2009. Wow. It's crazy. Oh my God. So this is just so disgusting. Okay, so they're saying that let me share this. Karibu sana John Mosquito. Hope you're doing amazing. Blessings to you too. Hope you're having a good day. Looking forward to having a beautiful day. And you're also saying what's this new injection in arm women are taking now to avoid pregnancy. While this lady is talking about, let me just share the video again in case you're just joining. This lady is talking about some of the beauty skincare products that have been produced to poison specifically Black women. Okay, and of course this comes in with also the sterilization VACCINEs they have brought in Africa in schools. Remember, personally, I said we are also targeted in school, and I don't know. I'm always just protected somehow because my sister. Remember, my sister came. Yeah, my sister came to tell us at home, and my stepmom was like, "Nah, go back to school, and when they come to you, say no. No one should force you to do anything. It's a no." So for us, the main reason I escaped this is because I said for me, I studied in a private cracker school. Sorry to say that, but I studied in a private Mzungu school. That was in high school. So some of the things were not really allowed. We never received none of this aid in high school, to be specific. Also in primary, part of my primary, I went to private school and also went to public school. It was like, a shift. But my whole of high school, I went to a private school, never changed schools, was never suspended or any of that case. So it was very easy for us to escape some of the things because I feel like dealing with a white man, he knew the agenda being focused in his school. And I'd say he was really kind of a really good white person, as much as I really don't like supporting these people after knowing their stories. He was kind of a good person because he was helping majority of the orphans that were in school. They were even given free dormitories, like dormitories. They could sleep there. If maybe you don't have a parent, if you don't have guardians, you could actually be catered for and cared for by the school. Where is also you had, of course, sponsors who are gonna pay for your school fees and all that. So when it comes to the medical health or our health being cared for, I'd say on that end, personally, I really escaped. But some of the young women were really targeted. Some of the women, of course, were sterilized. That those people are trying as much as they can today, trying to understand why they can't give birth. And most of the people don't know is because of this help that we got from white men. So
Some of these products
let me share it again, and then of course I'm gonna wind up very quickly on this as I give my 2 cents, which I've already given.
that are marketed specifically to Black girls contain some of the worst ingredients I have ever seen. And I think it should be outlawed. Like you said, the fragrances, the endocrine disruptors, these harsh detergents, some formaldehyde releasers. Formaldehyde is a human carcinogen. What place does it have in a beauty and personal care product? It doesn't. It needs to be removed. There needs to be better regulations and better protection for vulnerable populations.
I was doing some research and I looked at Harvard Health and it said 50% of products advertised to Black women contain endocrine disruptors, which are those disruptors that are going to impact their hormones, increase their chance of things like cancer, infertility, etc., compared to roughly 7% that are advertised to white women. And these endocrine disruptors can impact fertility and increase their chance of getting cancer.
Some of these products that are marketed
yeah, so that is what basically that white lady is trying to say. Some of these skincare products have been created specifically to damage the Black women's skin. The injections, of course, you've had her speaking about the fertility, of course, which leads to, you many problems and all that. But I remember me discussing this. Let me just read this article very quickly as we get to continue. I read, or rather we discussed this, that was early last year, if I can really remember, about the aborted fetus cells which are used in beauty creams. And I was really shocked personally when I was discussing this, because what a disgusting, what and this is one thing that really makes me so happy as a lady, as a young woman, and especially being part of this generation of today. Because being honest, as much as there's that awakening family, I'd say I've grown up seeing this, especially, and I'd say because of Africans being lacking education, not understanding some of the things the way they are, advertised, or most of the things we're dealing with is just the wild peer pressure. I'd say the wild peer pressure that you're falling into, which might get you killed and all that. Personally, I've grown up seeing, of course, and I was even saying this, I think, last Friday on the Rhythm Scoop show. I'm that lady who has never grown up with those pressures of wanting to have a Gucci belt, wanting to have a Chanel handbag, a Louis Vuitton trouser or t-shirt. I've never found it interesting because why am I spending so much money on expensive things? Number one, that is too expensive. If someone is going to bring it to me as a gift, thank you, but I might even sell it as well. But if someone is bringing it as a gift to me, that is a different case. But me removing $100 to buy something expensive as that, and not that just alone, leave alone the fashion and everything. Now I've seen this, I think that was since 2023. I started seeing this thing of, oh, you putting, I don't know, masks on, putting the serum on. I don't even know none of those skincare routines. I don't know what they put on the base, what is supposed to be on the top. I don't follow, I don't care. But right now we have so many young ladies who are going by the trend. And sadly, we have no idea what we're putting on in our skins, which is so sad. It really breaks my heart to see that I'm reading this. And then we have people out here bragging about their skin looking good, and you have no idea what the heck you're really putting on. If it's not homemade ingredients like honey, you're mixing your own products at home. Why would you trust someone else? They really, because for me, lotions don't work for me. I've said that. I'm just so grateful to be this protected. Lotions don't work for me. You'll never find me going in a supermarket or a beauty shop to look for lotions. If I go to a beauty shop, I'm literally looking for makeup, to be specific. Part of art, because makeup is part of art. I'd rather draw my own face rather than destroy my face with the other chemicals that I don't know how they're gonna work. So it is so sad because this generation of, especially my generation, many young women are in these trends of waking up, you're doing skincare routine before you sleep, you're doing skincare routine. It's okay. It's okay. If that's what you like, that's good for you. But sadly, we're being targeted. So they're saying as Francisco Cosmetics company has ignited an outcry among pro-lifers for including unexpected ingredients in its anti-aging creams, skin cells proteins from unaborted fetus. Children of God for Life and watchdog group Children of God for Life, a watchdog group for the monitors the use a watchdog group that monitors the use of the fetal material in medical products, called last week for a boycott of all treatments manufactured by Neocuties Inc., which acknowledges that the key ingredient in its product line was developed from an aborted boy. And they're saying there's just no excuse of using aborted baby's skin care product. And the executive director of Children of God for Life, a 10-year-old organization based in Mafreshboro 10, says the reaction, the shock, and the anger I've seen is incredible. He also says in a statement released on Friday according to this article, in response to a wave of condemnation from pro-life and religious blogs, Neocuties defended the use of its trademark ingredient, processed skin cells proteins, or PSP, arguing that the fetal cells line was harvested in a responsible, ethical manner for use in treating severe dermatological injuries. This is just so crazy and some bullshit to even hear. Yesterday, I read about the sun desks for those who are tuned in. And we saw actually one of the ways the old hospitals, we're talking about the 19th, 20th century. Sun desks was one of the methods used to cure tuberculosis. We saw that. Tuberculosis was one of the diseases. We saw it also. It was used to cure which other disease? Let me go back to that because I have it right here. So it is crazy to see that we have people talking about baby feet as a way of curing things. The sun desks, or other patients were put under the sun. That was in the old hospitals back then in the 19th century, 20th century, to cure tuberculosis, vitamin D, which was very, of course, because if you're not getting enough sunlight, you require more, psychological benefits, and last but not least, general hygiene morale. And I read all that on yesterday's show. So what is this we're being told right here? Africans, we have no friends. We have no friends. Oh my God, we have no friends. We have no friends. This is so crazy. And it doesn't end there. They also use, of course, these cells to make more vaccines. It doesn't end, does it? I never stop being shocked sometimes, even when I'm presenting something, like, because it shocks me sometimes still that these are things happening in our very own world. And the people who are gonna try tell this, of course, you can't tell that. Oh my God, the people you can't tell nothing. The people you can't tell nothing. Trust me, if I'm to go advise maybe a group of women, stop using skincare products that you're using today because they have 1, 2, 3 things, or come from 1, 2, 3 things. If you do research, people are always in denial. I'd say like Dochi, denial is a river. Stop being in denial. But as we move on, let me know what are your thoughts regarding that, because that is some disturbing information. Still disturbs me as much as, of course, I knew it. But it's how they're trying to actually defend themselves. It is so disgusting. Trying to defend yourself when you know what you're doing is really, really wrong. It is so disgusting. But as we move on to the next conversation, under our resources, I think I want to talk about Nigeria first before I come back to Angola. Well, we were discussed about Nigeria yesterday, which we saw we had about 70 people who were confirmed dead because of an explosion that happened after a tanker overturned. And I did discuss this is not the first time we've seen such kind of a similar incident happening, not just in Nigeria, but most of the African countries. And it's a clear evidence and picture of how African leaders have on purpose kept Africa so poor, they're so corrupt, our resources don't benefit us to the point where we're so greedy and we have to go express our desperacy because of how the prices have been hiked of our own resources. We should be benefiting us the most, but benefits the rest of the world. And that is the same thing I was talking about yesterday. I'm going to pull the article as I share this. We're seeing DRC Congo making deals with the United States, building more railway roads. To do what? What are these railway roads for? And then they're claiming this is a peace initiative, infrastructure. What do you mean peace? How is infrastructure and peace? Kindly, someone explain to me. Maybe I don't understand English better. It's not my first language. Maybe I don't understand English better. Because I suppose our infrastructure, how is you coming to build me a railway? Joe Mosquito and those listening. How is you coming to build me a railway in my home, a home that is full of bombs? My children, I don't even know where some of them are. I don't even know if I'm gonna sleep today or I'm gonna wake up dead tomorrow. And you're talking about, let me just build you a railway. Maybe this could bring peace. Africans, we really consider it as a joke and really have our leaders, man. It sometimes when I report this, it makes me want to move time super fast because I want to see Africa win. I just want to see us talking about the good things happening because of the productivity happening in Africa. All this negative talk sometimes is really exhausting, but apparently we have to talk about it because if you don't address it, no one will understand if we're suffering. Because the rest of the world doesn't talk about it. If we keep quiet about our problems like we have for the longest time, they think we're comfortable. This is why we have someone like Trump saying only Africans can live in such a place like that, because we're so used to it, sitting in our comfortability of our poverty. No anymore.
The death toll from a gasoline tanker explosion in north-central Nigeria has risen to 98, the country's emergency response agency said Monday. The blast happened in the early hours of Saturday near the Suleja area of Niger State after individuals attempted to transfer gasoline from a crushed oil tanker into another truck using a generator. Park the explosion, resulting in the deaths of those transferring the gasoline and bystanders. Authorities said there is a possibility the death toll could rise even more. According to report, the blast claimed many victims because a crowd had gathered at the scene, including people taking pictures, bystanders, and others attempting to scoop gasoline.
It is so sad. In a country full rich of oil, a country that should be thriving more than, even like I said, I believe Nigeria should be even thriving more than South Africa because of the oil that is in that country. But sadly, Nigerians actually, this is how the rest of the world is actually looking at Africa. We have resources, but we're even desperate for our own resources because we don't even know the value of our resources. The rest of the world is laughing at Africa, and this is what I'm asking. Africa is at stake right now as the rest of the world is benefiting. We're seeing presidents coming in and out. Do you understand which stake you really hold, or rather, the benefit you have to the rest of the world? This is something that really saddens my heart to see, being honest. We have 98 people so far pronounced dead just because of desperation, clearly seen desperation because of the corruption of Tinubu and the rest of these puppets. It is crazy. Karibu sana kid.
Asante sana, Joby.
You're just waking up. Karibu. We're talking about Nigeria right here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Congo, and I
No,
must.
I was talking. No,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
I
about
was
the
talking
Congo
about.
and a railroad. Okay, my fault.
Yeah, yeah, Karibu. I was just mentioning some of the
Oh,
relatable highlights that I had
yeah.
yesterday.
Well, let
I
me
talked
answer.
about Congo. Talked
Okay, well,
about.
let me answer what you said about the Congo when I was waking up. Reason why they got a railroad. The railroad job is not for people. It's to ship the resources
Of
out
course.
of Congo to the ships to go to Europe and America. It's not to
Thank you.
benefit any African. Not any piece of that. How's it peace? Has nothing to do with peace. They said, well, we're getting a piece of your shit. We're not getting
Exactly. Because I was like, what do you mean, Joe Biden? Because this is an agreement that was signed when Joe Biden came to Angola, remember? And I
yeah.
shared the video of him sleeping, not even listening to what Africans are trying to tell him, because of course the US has already had its
No,
way
because
in.
the disrespect. Because this stuff. He said they know you have an edge. Most Africans. I mean, I have to be honest. Most Africans are stupid, Joe. And the world sees you as stupid. So you're uneducated, you're morons. That's why you keep running the oil. Probably somebody was selling some oil and they got blown up again right here in Nigeria. Is that what happened? They
Mm-hmm.
said you're dumb. So they said these resources shouldn't belong to you. You don't know how to use them. You don't know what they're for. You're stupid. And they try to figure, why would God put you on the richest continent when you don't know what you're doing? You're an idiot. They said so they said, those resources they don't belong to you. You can't defend them. You don't know what they're about, so we're gonna take them. This is their mindset. So we're not gonna allow. They're not gonna allow because you live there, you to have these resources. You Africans are morons. So
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna go without in Europe and Asia because you got it on your land. You're stupid. So we're gonna exploit you. You're mostly idiots. So we'll come in. We'll fuck with your minds. You'll believe in fake gods and all kind of dumb shit. That's why we laugh at you because you're stupid.
It
And
is.
then you're also weak. You don't fight for shit. You're also cowards. So this is what they.
This makes me so sad. It's the same thing. I'm just from talking about. I'm from talking about a certain video I just shared here of an Asian woman talking about the skincare products that we use. How they have made them specifically being a target to Black women, and also, of course, the vaccines. And I'm just from sharing an article, which of course we discussed last year. I think it was early last year when we figured out they have been using skincare products to that is the baby fetus to create skincare products, and not just the skincare products, but also the VSCCINEs. Some of them, they're used by, you know, using this.
No, I know they use it. No. I know they're nasty, but you worship these Africans worship other people, Joby. That's the problem.
That's the saddest thing. That's what I'm trying to say, because I'm saying it is sad, because I'm looking at today's generation, which is my generation today. I've seen, I think since 2023, I think that's when that wave started, or 2022. I'm not really sure, because I don't keep up with trends personally. I
Yeah,
don't. I'm not the type of person,
because
but
you're
I've
a little
seen
more,
so many
because
women
you're a little more mature.
even before that. Like for me, I've never grown up with the trends. I don't know. People
Okay.
have new things. You have new trousers.
But
There's this trendy
where the
tops.
trend, where the trend is, Temple told General Mosquito he's back.
That's what's up. But I'm just saying, since 2022, 2023, I'm not really sure the specific time, but that's when I saw most of the women in Africa getting into these skincare routines. And then just from what I'm just from reading in this article and the defense mechanism they have, man, Africa, we need to wake up. We really need to wake up. We've been taken for a fool. And I'd say, yes, we've had a generation that didn't know how to question things, that allowed things to happen, like the sterilizations in schools and all that. White people came in the name of wanting to help us. But the question I'm asking, before you receive an help or any help from a white man or any type of pale looking type of a person, ask yourself, do you really need that help? Because I feel like that's where Africans, even we don't even know this, we don't know how to pose that question. The fact you didn't call for help, why is it that white people come and turn up in your villages, your schools, your churches? Oh, I brought help for you. We thought this was very necessary. Did I ask for help? Did I really ask for help? All you need to do as Africans is drink water, and trust me, your skin is popping. Your skin is popping.
But they don't know anything about that, Joby. They remember Africans were told your traditions are stupid.
Imagine
You're
I have
moron.
makeup. I have zero makeup,
Yeah,
and I'm
but
not even
you're
drinking
beautiful.
water for
Yeah,
the last
Joby, we
2 days.
know you got beautiful skin. Calm down. So
You know, I'm just saying, like it pisses me off, kids. Sometimes it's sad how we are a target, but we don't even see this to the
yeah,
point it has gotten. It
yeah.
breaks my heart. It's really making me emotional. I don't want to get even emotional. Not today, not
Every,
now. But
I
it
know.
is so
Every,
sad.
if you didn't live on a land full of money, full of resources, you'd be left alone when nobody would have messed with you. But sadly, as even Torre said, you said you you've never been taught to fight. You've taught how to tribal nonsense, shit that don't matter. So, but you do. The creator put you on the richest land for a reason, because of the love the creator had for you. You're not there because no one loves you. You're there because the creator put you there on the richest piece of land on the planet. And other people want it.
It is sad. It really hurts me. Just from healthcare, you come to our health, come to our resources. We're just exploited. Coming to our
Yeah,
mentality,
Joby.
we're just
You,
exploited. Like,
you read
why?
you read the you showed the people, like I said, the Africans aren't shit, and so they're just exploited. They're experimented on because you're weak in the head. Africans have been made weak in the head, Joby. You worship everything non-African. You hate each other with your tribalism. Um, and you're dumb. Not you. Most Africans are dumb, so you're easy exploited.
I feel sad. I really, really feel sad
It
for
is
our
sad,
people.
but at least you know it is sad. But now you you can't change the situation until you know the situation, yo.
That is true. That is true. Because I was saying, I'm certain right now, even if with all these articles, information of having aborted fetal cells used in beauty creams, if I go tell most of the women out here that I know do skincare, even I don't know, I think I even told Shumani, but she still does it. You
because
know,
because that's her routine. That became her habit. It's hard
yeah.
to you tell somebody that got baby fetuses up in here. You're like, I don't know about that.
It is sad, man. There's some people you tell them and they're like, "What do you know?" Actually, I look like the dumb one because I don't even do skincare routines. I look like the village girl. Like, what do I know? You know, they'll tell me, "Go to hell. You don't know
But
nothing.
if
You
you
don't."
look at your face is beautiful without all that goopy shit they doing because
Never.
that become the norm. So that's called that's called advertisement. So when they advertise to you and it's called propaganda. You see people doing skincare and all that. That's to make profit. So it's propaganda. So they advertise skin care to you. We think to women like to supposedly beautify you, but it actually is worse. It's making you less beautiful. But advertisement. If advertisement didn't work, they wouldn't use it. It's propaganda.
It's crazy and super super sad. But condolences to the family, those who have lost their family members on that tragic the tank overturn and the
So what
explosion.
happened? What happened? So a tank overturned and people ran to pick up the gas or something again, Joe, and it blew up. Is that what
Yeah,
happened?
exactly. You know the norm.
It happens in Kenya all the time. It happens in every African nation.
And
That's the
that's what I'm saying. It shows the desperation people have because
yeah.
of lack of access of their
Lack of having yeah. So the richest continent in the world for resources shows the putting poverty shows the desperation. It also shows the ignorance. Shows
Mhm.
both of those things and working together. Because they're desperate. Oh, look at this. We can get some gas. Blah blah blah. But do you know the shit's gonna blow up? It can kill you. I don't know about that. Get there and
Because what
blow up.
they were fetching the oil right after the trailer whatever turned, and then they brought a generator. Nigerians can be dumb too. Brought
Wow.
a generator in that station where
Yeah,
the
the pump out thing, and
and
it
the
probably
moment they
sparked.
switched on the generator, it blew the whole shit up and killed
Yeah,
7 people instantly.
yeah. And they right, and this is what the rest of the world laughs at. These damn black people, stupid as shit. So, because that is stupid. You should know what you not even taught what chemical reactions are when you deal with certain things about oil and gas and and electricity. It blows up. That's when it's the rest of the world. That's why you always get in our bitch you comments calling you stupid. These niggas, they stupid as fuck. Because this is what they always see. Because the African, not only just the Europeans, the despots have kept Africans stupid too, because it benefits them. I told you, you would have made school free the first day you got independence. You would change that educational system. But they know that Africans being dumb benefits them being in power. Stealing. See, the way you control the people, you keep them stupid, scared, and broke. And while you
Hmm.
said the desperation, you keep them, and they learn that good from Europeans. You keep people scared, stupid, and broke, and that's what you see here.
It is sad. It is so sad. But on the DRC Congo still, yesterday I was discussing about that meeting that happened that was last year in October there, November, when Biden came to Angola, and some of
So
the they signed with Felix Kedi is building a railway, and they say that this is an initiative to bring peace back to DRC Congo. And I'm just like, that's what I'm asking. Is my house burning, Keith? My children, I don't even know some of them where they are. I don't even know if my
because,
husband is.
because you got to stand in the mind of a European, a psychopath. But everything they say is the opposite. That's not to bring any peace. That's to bring a piece of
Exactly.
your shit about it. Because they building the railroad right to the resources and to ship them to the sea so they can put them on a boat or plane and get them out of there. They don't give a
Mhm.
fuck about you. That's all. That's it.
Exactly.
And that's just
Because
the corrupt leader signing the deal that they're gonna give him a little same thing in every the big head nigga syndrome. You give him a little bit of the money, won't help the people. Ain't nothing about peace because we know the terrorists are there because of the Europeans. That's why
mhm.
they're there
if
to
it's
steal
if
the bomb.
if it's building infrastructures, one of the infrastructures that should be built in ensuring everyone is okay to bring back peace. Really, if you really mean peace, America,
No,
you
they
should.
don't.
Like, I know they don't. That's what I'm saying. If they really meant, if because they need these people need people who challenge them, not the cicady balloon stomach sitting there and just not doing nothing. These people
Exactly.
just bring their stomachs there to show, yeah, I got the big man syndrome in Congo. What's up, big dog? Like,
Exactly. That's it, Joby. That's
they don't
they.
have. If you find someone who's slim and thin and their stomach is almost touching the backbone, they're gonna stand there and question you, like, hey. How is you building a railway supposed to bring back peace to me if it's not taking your things out of my country? My things out of my country, as a matter of fact, not your, my things. They belong to me. How is this bringing peace? Because that shit just, it blew my head yesterday. I was almost going crazy. I'm like, what do you mean peace initiative? What? People, we have displaced Congolese, not even in Congo, still trying to displace more. And it doesn't even, I'm gonna share another video in Zimbabwe. You see how crazy it looks. Same situation as Congo, and even getting worse. In Zimbabwe, I was shocked.
Of course, Joe.
In the city.
This Africa, this Africa. Watch out! You treat this. See, you. When we was talking about yesterday with that young lady from Ghana, understand? You Africans think you're different. You're not. They treat you fucked up no matter where you're at on the continent. You're all ignorant. They've kept you that way. Your leaders have done that. Shout out to the Kenyans that started. The Kenyans are I do think the Kenyans are now the kings of Africa because they know a lot. So most Africans, Joby, are stupid on purpose. And that's why they're easy to exploit because you're wealthy. The continent.
If I'm taking power, I think I have to go to Burkina Faso and be protected by Ibrahim's military because that's the strongest military we have right now. Because there's no way I can
that's what that lady, that's what irritants get. You got to have a military. She understands that because they pry on you because no military, no unity. And Africans got to understand your unity is your power. You got to get rid of this tribal. As long as you be tribal, you're always going to be exploited. You are the majority on the planet.
This weakness is not attractive at all. It's attractive to white people. To me, with all the truth, the facts I have, the rage keeps piling, and I want change so bad. I really want change so bad.
That's what's happening with Kenya. That's what I said. The next election is gonna be. I told you the next election in Kenya is gonna be dangerous.
I'm gone. God, I told you guys, I'm gonna be reporting live in Zimbabwe.
Tanzania, yeah, we probably everything can be built in Tanzania by then, so you can go across the border, house and everything be there. But yeah, it's gonna because the Kenyans know too much. They just know too much. They're the most woke African country right now. They know too much. It's not gonna be business as usual in Kenya, so it's gonna be.
It's like when yesterday Donald Trump announced that he has withdrawn US from the WHO, Kenyans started going crazy on Ruto. On the comments, they're like, Kasongo, because that's his latest new name. He's no longer called the tax collector Zakayo. He's called Kasongo.
What's that mean, Joey?
Kasongo is I don't know what it really means. It's a Congolese song.
Okay.
They nicknamed him that way, Kasongo. So there's a song that has been trending of him being called Kasongo. So Kenyans yesterday started going crazy, of course, on Instagram, Twitter. They're like, Ruto, are you seeing this? The WHO has been withdrawn in the States. Are you seeing this? You're here us to vaccinate our cows and all that bullshit. And people are mad. People know, of course, what is really, really going on.
They know what's going on. Yeah, we on YouTube because exactly. They know what's going on. Exactly right. So
so many things.
The Kenyans are not the stupid Africans no more, Joe. The country is woke. Kenya's dangerous. You're not gonna govern Kenya like you do other African countries no more. It's not gonna happen.
Very. I always also go home just, I just go home. That's why I'd rather rely on one person, a boda guy, because I know if my life, anything happens, you're the sellout here. If anything happens to me, it is you I rely on. So you set me up. You know my directions, you know my home. It's you. I don't like relying on many boda people. Trust me. I have only 2 specific boda people. If I go far, it is like randoms, and I'll never pick them again because why are you knowing my place? Like, it's dangerous. I just say the other day we saw someone being kidnapped outside the office. The other day, just right here. Yeah, we saw someone being kidnapped just right here. The other time we were going to buy supper with a friend of mine. We saw someone being abducted in front of us.
That's why I told you this. That's why I told you 2027 is going to be exposed because the only reason why Ruto's not in there. It's so the corruption is so blatant in Kenya, and no one's doing nothing about it because he's a good puppet for them. That's why if he ever changed, he's going to the Hague. His crimes are so over the top, Joby, so easily provable that's why he's left in power. Because
Mhm.
if he ever steps now, he knows it too. He ever steps out of power, they're gonna kidnap Ruto and take him to the Hague. You know how many CIA agents run around Kenya? Shit, too many to mention up in that goopy ass embassy, walking around the streets and the malls. You think it's normal white people. Nah, those are CIA agents. And he knows that. He ever does anything that they don't like, they gonna take his ass to the Hague. They gonna kidnap his ass. He going straight to the Hague.
That is true. That is true. But let me share this of what is happening. That is in some
What's
parts of
going
their
on in there? Peace, brother.
where people don't have access of water, and it is sad where we have to wait for someone like Mr. Beast again. Why people always
Yeah,
have to be our heroes, right?
because exactly. And that's nothing makes black people look. That's that's what you showed that video with Eric Prince talking about. Yeah, we need to just go back and invade Africa and take it back over, colonize these dumb niggas. They don't. These leaders are corrupt. Not saying that he knows that they're the one corrupting them. He just want to go. We don't even want the leaders no more. Let's stop pretending we got puppets. Let's just control it again like we used to. Let's get rid of the puppets. We don't even want to share no money with them. Let's just go back and take it back over.
Crazy man.
In the city of Goma, drinking water is currently a rare good. For several days already, there has been a shortage of drinkable water.
The
Taps are
Zimbabwe,
empty,
Joby?
and the queues at water
This
holes
is
are getting
DRC Goma.
Okay. Okay, that
So
was
you have
Zimbabwe you're
access.
talking about. Okay.
longer
I'm gonna share the next video just now.
and longer.
Okay, good.
A difficult situation for the population of Goma, home to around 2 million people. We're really in difficulty because of the water. We have to get up at 4 or 5 a.m. to get water from the lake. Some drown and
Do you know how devastating? Because I remember,
Yeah.
man, I've seen people. Because in some places in Kenya, we also still have this. People have to wake up at 4 a.m. so that they can go queue up in a line
Like
of
water.
water.
The water's all dirty and filthy. This is why you need unity, guys. Because the unity, you can fix all of Africa together. Can't say, oh, I don't got nothing to do with that. That's a Congolese problem. That's this. If any Africa doesn't have drinking water, you would have engineers come in and build infrastructure to give clean drinking water to other African people. That's why you're behind developmentally. This shouldn't be happening. This is China. Somebody said, my guys, you know how amazing China is? China was like Africa 30 years ago. And now look at it. Yeah, exactly. China was like China. Third world country now, the leader of everything. You got to come together. You got the resource there. So it's like somebody be starving or thirsty in Africa. You shouldn't be, but it's just that the mindset's got to change. Go ahead, Joe.
It is crazy. So this is in Zimbabwe. It's called the Mazowe River. This is people literally, you see, and this is where we need to start questioning if these are really illegal mining areas. Yeah,
No, I
who's
know,
funding
Emil.
this structure?
I know, Emil. Before the white man showed up in Congo, none of these problems exist. You're right. None of these problems existed nowhere in Africa. None of this happened through colonialization and then also making the Africans stupid, right? Because when they got there, they killed all the leaders off. Remember that Europeans they murdered all the African leaders, then got control of the kids and taught them all kind of stupid shit. So you got 100 years, 150 years, and they got control of just the ravaging of the continent for European benefit, just the ravaging of it. And so, right, you never had none of this shit ever in Africa, ever. But since the Africans so removed, unless they know their history, they don't know. They think all Africans been fucked up in despair. They run to Europe and they don't like being African because they don't even know their history. This Africa didn't have any slums. Africa was not poor because, of course, because they own Africa. It couldn't be poor. It's rich. It's rich. So this is what you see everywhere because this the European system of psychopathy. And these puppets they put in are dumb. There's no way I think all these African leaders are fucking stupid. Think that's on purpose? Everybody's like a moron. Even Teresa, all these African leaders are dumb. Yeah, I think they're dumb. But go ahead, Joby.
It's crazy. So that's what I'm saying. If these are really illegal
What happened?
mining,
I mean, cut your. What's the smoke? What happened in Zimbabwe? What's with that river? It's all dirty. What happened?
I think I just bumped into this video during the weekend, and I said
Okay.
I'm gonna share it because it was just a shock for me to see. Of course, the similarities we have in Africa. It still shocks me. I know it sounds funny. I know.
No, because it is shocking. Because
Yeah.
that's why they create the fake borders, keeps you separate. You think your problems are different than other Africans. Find, damn, it's the same all throughout Africa. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's still. So we've been talking about illegal mining recently, of course, starting from South Africa, coming all the way down to most of the African countries, still Kenya and all that. And I'm saying if these are really illegal mining areas or sites, who owns these tractors? Because local people can't afford to buy tractors to
Exactly.
just,
And the
with
desperate.
remove the soil.
It's probably the Chinese, Joe. If I had to have a guess, probably the Chinese up in there mining illegally.
Of course it is, because there's the big man who understands the value, kid, like we said.
I know. The Africans, Joe, we might probably doing all this hard work, make $1 a day. When these resources are worth trillions of dollars, the African gets $1. Joe. Wow, look at this crazy shit. This is South Africa, Zimbabwe, Angola, Congo.
This is so sad, super super sad. That is actually most of our countries, actually every country,
Of course.
exploited like that. Nobody's supposed to be held accountable, you know.
Well, I can't hold you accountable,
Not
Joe.
like arrested for it,
Joe, I can't hold you accountable, but I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like Joe, you always get the perfect example. Like when you were younger, out with your mother on your mother's side of the family, when they was gold mining. Them guys didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They get their little, go get a gold to the white man and get their dollar, go get drunk.
But at least I knew gold was not a money. It's not something you're supposed to just you're there the whole day and just go get a $2 to drink. At least I had that information, because for me it shocked me. Shocked me when that guy just went and came back, he's drunk, and the next morning I see him in the same place
Right.
on river, and I'm like, hold on, this guy just sold gold yesterday. It's gold we're talking. We're not talking about rice here. We're not talking about spaghetti or sukari. We're talking about gold.
That's right.
No. It's crazy, because personally, I've grown up. This is why I knew, and I was like, it's supposed to have value, right? In high school, I
Yeah.
used to wear a lot of silver chains. I loved silver chains a lot. So I invested in a lot of silver chains, and they were really expensive. 'Cause I'd say for me, being a girl, and of course, purchasing myself something original, it was really expensive, because most of them would go like $10 plus, and that is the smallest size.
And silver, yeah, silver.
Yeah, that is the smallest size.
And gold is worth more than silver.
Imagine. And that is, I'm buying literally from black markets. I'm not going to going to a specific, a good shop. I'm just going
I got you.
to these local people who maybe stole it from someone, or I don't know what they did. And then I need a chain, so I'm gonna get it for $10 or maybe $15. The most expensive chain I bought was, I think, $25, and it was the biggest. So when I went to the village, and I'm like, if this chain cost me this much, and this is silver, you want to tell me gold costs you $2 and you already drunk? Like, are you crazy? It didn't make sense to me. That's when I knew, this is really fucked up and messed up. And there's a cartel. When I understood the term cartel, I was like, this now makes sense. So we have people who are, of course, running this business. These are just, some employees under these cartels, but the cartels know the market very well. Because I understood the term cartel. I think that was actually in 2019. Now, what is a cartel? Someone explained to me, there are this, and I'm like, okay, this makes sense. It is crazy. It is so crazy. But that is what is happening in DRC, Congo, Zimbabwe. Same old things. The presidents of this country, there's nothing they've done. But on this other end, we see there is several people have been killed. We're talking about 7 after a clash between soldiers and illegal miners. Illegal miners, always illegal. So they're saying 7 people have lost their lives during a confrontation between soldiers and illegal miners at a mine in Ghana's Ashanti region. And remember, in this particular region, we've been having, of course, people demonstrating since last year because of the exploitation of the resources and their lands, of course, being damaged, their environment, and mind you, the
Of
way
course,
they
got the Chinese running around there. Chinese running around all of Africa. China still gold. They say they go mining there. Ghana, like you just showed down there, Zimbabwe, Congo, fucking South Africa. South Africa leaving them there to die. You know.
So they're saying, according to the military, a group of around 60 miners allegedly armed with pump action guns and homemade weapons forced their way into the gold Angolo gold Ashanti site and exchanged fire with soldiers, leading to deadly response. A miners representative denied that they were armed and raising questions about these events. Well, when these cases happens, of course, there's someone again, a cartel who's trying to take a control of that particular region. Probably could be a political or opposition trying to fight for the same illegal mining site. I've seen that happen. Yeah, and which leads, of course, to loss of innocent lives that were not supposed to be actually even involved in this, because it's a political. This is a political matter. Where did they get the guns? That's the question.
Exactly.
All Ghanaians getting money to buy guns.
How the bandits getting the guns when they're illegal to have guns in Ghana? So where the guns coming from?
There's high inflation in that country, like Ghana
doesn't make guns.
Are you gonna talk about food or are you gonna talk about guns? Why are you getting the guns, Ghana?
Get the guns so we can get this gold. Goddamn it, give it to Europeans, get some money. We need Ugali. We need Ugali too, Joby, not just your ass.
But on this other end, as we come closer to winding up, Tanzania has been on the mainstream media about the outbreak of Marburg virus. Last on Friday, I did confirm that Tanzania confirmed that there is no Marburg cases. And of course, we saw some few paid people to come talk to the mainstream media and say they're scared.
Of course. So propaganda, of course.
So, of course, personally, I've understood they're trying to push this agenda because we know Tanzania is one of the countries globally that was not touched during the 19. So they are trying to see how they can get Samia Suluhu to partner with WHO, and they're going to get the VACCI's donation in terms of loans. Again, it's crazy. You get help, but you have to pay for help. Who pays for help? You don't pay for it. When I come tell you help me, unless I said I'm going to fund back, that's a different case. But I didn't even ask for your help. You just... So there's a situation in my country, which actually it's been brought by you. It's not even my people saying you're funding people in my country to exaggerate the whole situation. Now, why am I paying you?
Exactly. Because you're stupid.
That's what Museveni did. Because Museveni took vaccines. Never. No, I don't know how many people in Uganda got VACCInated, but he took billions of vaccines and all of them, majority expired. Because I remember me reading this, I think 2023. And I was like, how are you going to pay this back? Because this is actually under a loan. You're expected to pay back.
That's why Uganda is so impoverished. Because it got a moron running it. He's an idiot. Like I showed the picture, sadly enough, when I showed a picture with Irichon, how Uganda looked before they turned it back over to white people. Uganda was a paradise. Now the black people, now the black men have had it. Well, with Museveni, Uganda's fucked up because he's a moron. And
it is really, really messed up. But on the last discussion or debate of the day is, of course, about Donald Trump. We saw him, of course, swearing in to the office yesterday. And personally, I'm so excited on behalf of Americans. I'm so excited on behalf of the world too, because I think I'm just about to enjoy the political drama that comes with Trump. I feel like Trump is really dramatic. Trump is really, really dramatic. And I'm just about to... Some of the things are going to...
And guys, you guys are right. I was on TikTok. Everybody's on TikTok talking about the algorithm change. Yes, that's why they shut it down and open it back up. They changed the algorithm, which fucked up now, and they got control. Believe the CIA got it, guys. CIA got that was the deal made. The CIA got TikTok. They got it. They got it.
But they
You know,
say he said he has signed an agreement of 75 days till it's taken down.
so he did what now?
He signed a deal to keep TikTok only for 75 days.
Of course, 75 days so they can get the back door. The CIA got the whole, and now I'm glad you guys are realizing the whole algorithm has changed. Why is it all yet? Why you don't see no more pro-Palestinian things, all pro-Israel, it's all like, what is this shit on here? Because they got it, guys. They got the back, like they got control of. They're in the back door of it now. They control the algorithm is completely changed. They got it. They got it. They got it. So it's completely now being sensitive. And now also when you go live, guys, you got to put your for Americans now you got to put your ID and your face like that scanning shit they did in Kenya. They got it, guys. They got it. So I'll be off the shit. Make me some new shit. So they got it. I go to watch Shimani and them, but I won't be on like do no shows for me. But they got it. Unless I'm sell, I might just use it to sell if I can sell some shit. Other than that, I won't do it for any information hauling because they got it. Because the thing is skewed. I was like, yeah, that's algorithm strange, but I don't see like no real news. I said, nah, maybe it's fucked up or something. And because it came back, and I seen everybody saying, everybody, hey, you guys didn't notice the algorithm changed? Everybody rather be that start getting, the algorithm changed. Have you noticed the algorithm changed? There's like some Facebook type shit on here now. You know that? Then of course Facebook put their damn page on there. Why? And Instagram, like, wow. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think the CIA got it. That was part of the deal. I think the CIA got it. They didn't want to lose the money. And and white people want to, since they can't innovate no more. See, this is actually illegal. They're gangsters now. Just give me the app. Well, why don't you make your own? Because they don't know how to make it. Their apps are garbage.
Trump said, can I remember what he really said? I saw a video today which was saying America should own, is it 70 or 50% of TikTok?
Yeah, they want to own it. It's got gangs. The Europeans always come and they steal. They don't. It's about that's how they steal your country, steal your resources. They're pirates. They're robbers. So now, since they taught the Chinese how to innovate, the Chinese have now surpassed them in innovation because they're corrupt as fuck. Actually, China wanted to help its people get out of poverty. White people are psychopaths. They just want their money. They don't care about their people. But for a minute, it benefited them. And so they brought a lot of white people along with them. But when it didn't benefit them, that's why you see white people go now crying on the internet because now they completely cannibalized everything. And so now white people's backbones, their stomachs are touching their backbones. And now they see what everybody's been telling them, that these people don't give a shit about you. You're allowing these people to steal and destroy the country. And you did do that. And that's what's going on. So their criminality is open. Now, imagine Africa. All the mining companies in Africa are European. I would tell the African, hey, say, if you want to mine here, it's going to be now 51% going to be owned by us, by the African. See how you would do that? The Europeans go, what are you talking about? What do you mean? That's thievery. You can't do that. Then why can you do it? See, the Europeans always want to tell you, do as I say, not as I do. Do as I say, but not as I do. So by that measure, Africans say, okay, all these European mines is going to be 51% African and 50% yours. We're going to own majority share in all of it. Since you're in our country and you're a threat to our national security because no African owns it. See, the problem with Africa do that because now they made it legal because they've done it. Now Africa should do the same thing. Remember what you did to TikTok? Said they should sell it to you. You didn't buy it. You didn't own it. So me as an African, every mining company in my country, 51% owns, 50% ownership, 51% ownership belongs to us. They just did it. So you do it. You know, you don't let them set the terms of being criminals. You go and say, okay, it's good for you. It's good for me.
Hmm.
You're stealing your shit too. Good. You're in my country anyway. Mine. It's my shit. So I'm gonna own it. You've already set the precedence of you doing it to an Asian company called TikTok. So I'm doing it now too. Imagine the Europeans' heads would explode because they used to only being only criminals.
Hmm.
Getting away
But
with criminal shit.
as we come to the end, shout to Emil in the building. Hope you're doing amazing. Says Rwanda as a paradise too. At the beginning of the movie Hotel Rwanda, it showed white people immersing themselves there before the genocide happened. Of
Yeah, remember
course.
they only got the white people. They created the genocide with Kagame, punk ass, right? They the ones with chilling. They the ones always living the best in Africa. Shows them living all good. Then when the genocide starts, oh, we got to get out of here. And all white European country came to get the white people. And they left, and the Africans like, take us to this. Nah, we can't take you. You're a nigger. Get out of here. We're gonna get killed. Yeah, of course you will. So what? We can't take you. No.
Who says the European system is psychopathic. That's why they put a convicted felon in office, convicted of 34 counts. And also says the wicked, that's how wicked European are. And now Italy has significant low birth rates. They could become,
They all
extinct.
do. They all do because the dirty secret. Everybody's so scared about the immigration because they're being over now. They've been overpopulated with other people. It's not them. Their power. They all have low birth rates. Not just the European, Asians too. The Chinese, the Japanese. Japanese are going extinct, as Joby showed you months ago. Chinese too,
Hmm.
because it's the dirty little secret, guys. This is a black planet. What nobody else supposed to be on this planet. I'm just gonna say, I'm just asking this question, Google, for entertainment purposes. That's why you're not supposed to know history. Where did all these other people come from? This is a black planet. Okay? Only had black people here. Go back 10, 12,000 years ago, this whole planet was nothing black. Wasn't no East Indians, wasn't no Caucasians, wasn't no Asians, only black people. So where do these people come from? And they tell you right now there's an Anunnaki ship out in the Gulf Coast, a mothership. I'll let you figure out where did these people come from. So if they got animal genetics and you're dealing with other technical beings who have technology that, as Joby showed one show Monday with the animal hybrid shit that they well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You cross this with that and that with this, and you get that. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
have no clue.
As we come to the end, family, we're wrapping it up right here. Thank you so much for tuning in today's episode of the Pan African Bliss Show. I've been your host, JOBY. If you're here for the first time, Karibu Sana. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you're on YouTube. If you are on Rumble, be should kindly ensure you also follow us. And it would be much more better if you download our app on the Google Play Store if you're using an Android phone or device. If you are using any iPhone device, kindly ensure you use our active website link www.blackoutfanetwork.com. Ensure you check out the amazing supplements I'm sharing right here on the screen. Like we said at the beginning of the show, your health is your wealth, and you need
You
it,
need
have
you
it.
need your natural minerals because the hybrid people trying to, they want to have inorganic shit up in you. So we got to get some
Exactly.
organic stuff up in us.
Exactly. Say this is no chemical. This is not to kill you. This is no sterilization. This is nothing to
No.
do with baby fetus formula. Nothing here. This is all organic. Okay. Vitamins, proteins, amino acids, beauty, hair, nail, skin essentials. Stop using baby fetus products or use drink water. You if your skin is like mine, literally gets irritated by things, just drink water. Because for me, chemicals, lotions, none of that works for me. I am very organic, very, very organic. So ensure you check amazing supplements we have right here. But much love. With that being said, have yourselves a beautiful day. Come back on the network on TikTok and catch up with Shumani and Waton in the BHFN countdown. 254 latest music. You can maybe see what you'd like. Since you guys are taking Swahili classes seriously, can you learn some Swahili music? So you can be coming here and request some Swahili playlists. It would be really nice hearing
We
some
don't know.
Swahili like
Joby, we gotta crawl before we can walk. We don't know about Swahili music.
By crawling, as you show interest and also, as you
So,
crawl, you have
Are you
to go
crawling?
to
Are you
direction.
crawl? Are you crawling to the grocery store today or not?
I am. I have to. We got to. We are starving right here. We need something. But much love, family. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Thank you so much once again. We need white people to explain it where they came from. Much love.
Voice in the hand, wicked and tough. Connection to all of that stuff. Nothing contagious, so you just talk. Explain it. Explain it.